distractions. It's time to get this one started as here we go. Super Bowl 61 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Vick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. On the give, here's Portis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Vick to throw it. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Vick. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Vick readies to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Edgar. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. 71 yards. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He finds his man complete. It's Fisher. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Vick eluding the pressure right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They hand it off to Portis, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Vick. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Now here's Vick. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Here's Portis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown run. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier and downing it.
And got his man complete. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And the Raiders have got him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now on 2nd and 16, Vick. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Vick now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdowns. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A run with Portis. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Washington on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a play fake. Now Vick steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Vick. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. first down. Edgar. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, Edgar is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Vick. He finds his man, complete. It's Page. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. On play action, Vick. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Vick. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Page. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down, Vick. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Over the middle, complete. That's Fisher. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Vick operating on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Vick. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Now here's a throw that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on 4th and 2. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off play action. Edgar. They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Raiders.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Fisher. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Vick forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A huge Huge play there for Washington. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a carry for Portis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it here with Portis. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They'll run on 3rd down with Portis. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now Vick on 4th down. Touchdown, Washington. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Edgar, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Drops this one off to Portis. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To throw again on 2nd down. Vick, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, fourth quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play action now. Vick. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Vick. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 24, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vick. He finds his man complete. It's Fisher. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. He finds his man complete. It's Page. And he's brought down. Vick goes play action. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down near the 5. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
His throw incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Edgar. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second and third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Fighting through. Finding room at the 30. Are in for 6. Touchdown. A great effort there. 83 yards. And the Raiders are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And how about this? Viva Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Raiders on top of the football world as they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look.
Look, I played the game. I missed the shot. I had